Heyo Guys Girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here. And today we have someone who is oftenly on this show. If you guys have been on this channel and you do not know who this person is, I'm gonna have questions for you. But I'm gonna have them introduce themselves anyway and just so you guys know, we're earlier today due to the fact that today's a holiday. Happy President's Day to everyone in the United States.
Yes.
Be proud we have an extra day off. Oh, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so do you have any announcements? I usually like to go ahead and have the guests start with their announcements first because it feels like it flows better if I have you start the announcements rather than I do. Because if I were to go ahead and do it, then it just feels forced. So, what?
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Oh, sorry.
What?
Nope, never mind. Sorry.
Alrighty. Did you almost accidentally call me by a different friend's name? Oh, well.
No, I was gonna start talking and then, I was gonna start talking in the middle of you talking, and I was like, wait, no, I shouldn't.
Yeah. Alrighty, so, this is audio games. With audio games, manners are out the freaking window. Even if it's me talking. Manners are out the window during pastry streams, as long as you don't go ahead and, as long as you don't flip me off, which would be impossible in this,
Did you almost accidentally?
Yeah, but yeah. Ooh, we've got, wait, did you change your name on this again, Wilbur?
Yeah.
Wilbur, why do you keep on changing your YouTube name?
Because I get bored of it.
People, if I were to change my YouTube name, then it would be an entire mess.
Well, but you actually post. I don't, so it's fine for me.
But the fans might get confused with you being a mod. Whatever, I digress. Alrighty, so, you have no announcements? Well, good, no. I have plenty. Where should I start? Oh,
From the beginning.
In the beginning. But we can't discuss the beginning on this channel because there's too many different belief systems. If I were to say...
That's not what I meant.
But...
Not at all.
Heyo guys, girls, and everyone in between, this is Rebellious Pastry here. I reset my intro, but I still am wondering where I should start with my announcements. Let's see. I'm gonna start off by saying, please go ahead and check out my newest video, the Valentine's Day art collage. I did it as an art collage because I didn't get very many submissions as far as the Valentine's Day cards go, but work with what you have when it comes to YouTube because you have no idea what fans are gonna give you or not give you. So, and everything on Rebellious Pastry is optional for you guys as far as the art exchange and stuff. It's just if I get less cards, then I'm gonna have to get more creative with how I make things, which is okay. Shut that stuff off.
I'm sorry.
Shut it off. Don't want me to get struck, do you? Alrighty. Also, did you just
Sorry about that.
Alrighty. You know the rules to this stream.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, the announcement that I was going to make before... Alrighty, so... there's gonna be an actual announcement video for this, but since, let's say that since I usually give my stream people some sneak peeks to things, where are you? Why do you have so much background noise?
I'm in my basement.
Oh,
And I have a friend over.
oh, yeah, okay. As long as as long as they understand the rules of the stream, they can go ahead and hop on as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too picky about that. Um, just um, just tell them the basic rundown of the rules, and we can have 2 guests on. It's just I don't usually like to schedule 2 guests because guest 1 might not like guest 2 or whatnot. Or, like, I just like to go ahead and just schedule 1 person on unless the 2 people know each other. Sure, this friend of yours wouldn't know me, but honestly, if you know me, then I think it'll be fine. But anyway.
I mean, she's just watching YouTube, so.
Oh, she should be watching my YouTube. Just kidding. Why don't you tell them about the stream? They could literally be on YouTube right now, but they're choosing to watch YouTube instead. Ha ha ha. Oh man. Yeah. And this is the kind of humor I usually have. Anyway, so announcement of mine is I'm going to be starting a secondary channel that isn't actually like your traditional secondary channel. It's more the whole like oh hey, I am working on this project. I am working on this project for something we would like to call a Girl Scout Gold Award. It's basically like it's gonna be like a YouTube channel where people with invisible disabilities go ahead and share their stories and stuff. Currently, we do not have any videos on this channel due to me doing the soft launch right now, which the first video is technically done for that channel, but I'm still working on things for this channel, so I don't have any videos on it yet. We currently have a channel banner and a name, but my name on the stuff for this channel is literally Rebellious Pastry. Like, it says Rebellious Pastry in the credits and stuff like that. And also for this channel, we're also doing yeah, and also we have an animator on there, but she is new, so please go ahead and give her utmost respects. She wouldn't have animated unless I gave her the opportunity, so please be nice to my animator. Please mind you that she is very brand new. And yeah, that's pretty much all my announcements. Wilbur, are you ready to start the What Would You Do stream?
Yeah.
Alrighty, and also is your friend joining?
No, I'm just gonna let her watch her YouTube.
Alrighty. If your friend ends up seeing this stream later, just tell her that I was just joking around. Anyway, okay. So, Valentine's themed, what would you do? Same as always. Did you watch the first What Would You Do stream? I think it was with Clunker. But
I haven't.
So like the show What Would You Do?
No.
So it's basically like where someone like, what would you do if I should have told you this before stream, but I've been busy. I've been busy being a real human lately. Human. I've been busy being a real person. But So basically, like, this is a Valentine's Day themed What Would You Do episode, which means that it has to be like in the realm of like Valentine's Day things and like dating things and stuff like this. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start this off, and I have a feeling that Wilbur is going to go ahead and pick up. Wilbur's gonna probably pick up this. Pick up how this works in a few moments. Also, if you guys wish to ask us what would you do questions involving Valentine's Day, please go ahead and use the donut system like normal, like how we usually would do this. By going ahead and being like, make sure if you want us to read what you're saying, please make sure to put a emoji donut at the end of your chat so we know that you're talking to us and not each other. Anyways, so Wilbur, what would you do if you were on a date and your date said that they were going to pay, but they forgot their wallet at home? What would you do? If they said, I'm going to go ahead and pay for this meal, and then forget their wallet at home?
I'll just pay for them.
So you'd just take the bill? You wouldn't get mad? You'd just be like, okay.
Yeah.
So now do you understand how What Would You Do works? Alrighty, so I'm gonna do another one. What would you do if you and your partner was at a dance? Mind you, I say partner because not all relationships are hetero nor romantic. So we've got to include everyone here. Let's say that you and your partner go to a dance and your partner wears a suit and your partner's belt broke and now the pants fall down. What would you do if your partner's pants fell down during the middle of the dance that you were going on with them? What would you do?
I'd try to block people's views so that way they don't feel embarrassed.
I would probably... It would depend on what shoes I had. If it was like... If I had laces, I'd take off my laces, tie them together, and then tell them to go ahead and wear it as a makeshift belt. Or just like take whatever I have and make it a makeshift belt. If I had my suit jacket, then I'd probably, or if they had a suit jacket, then I'd tell them to go ahead and like thread it through their belt loops and pretend like that's a belt.
Yeah, that could work.
But you're just saying that you would just block everyone off from
Yes, that way they could like fix it.
But how would you fix it?
I don't know.
Alrighty, so here's one from Branimation. What would you do if someone gave you candy hearts? Like, you know, like those message hearts?
Oh, yeah. Those are so weird. I'd be like, no, thank you.
I'd take them, make fun of the messages on them, and then eat them.
Yeah. That's a win-win.
I'm the odd ball that actually likes those things. I actually like those things.
That's nice.
Oh, great. We have a religious spam. Which, there's nothing wrong with religion here on this channel, but if I'm gonna give our Savior a chance. If they are just like a spam channel, then I'm gonna block them, but just know, yeah, we do not tolerate any harassment in our chats.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, alrighty. Do you have any what would you do questions, or am I gonna have to think of some more?
Hold on, I can think of one.
Alrighty. But it has to be Valentine's Day themed because this is a themed show.
Yeah, I know. What would you do if, like, your partner just kind of decided just, like, to not pay for something, like, at all?
So just like
And let's say you didn't have, like, money either.
so if no one so if both of you are poor,
Yeah.
what to do if you're both poor? I'd
Yeah.
say go ahead and not go ahead and go out to dinner, but do like cheaper date options. Like, Powered by Rainbows literally did a episode on like almost free date spots. Like, if you nor your partner has any money, you don't need money to go to a park unless it's a theme park. Like, you can go ahead and have like a nice bring your own food picnic date. You could have you could also have like there's multiple there's a multitude of things you can do with no money. Like, I'm going to try and find that Powered by Rainbows episode actually, because he basically did like a date ideas date ideas for couples. I think it was last Valentine's Day episode. But it's pretty far deep in there. Wilbur, can you please go ahead and go dig Powered by Rainbows to go ahead and do it? Or I'll go ahead. Or alrighty, because you're a wrench, and that's what wrenches are supposed to do. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so I would just go ahead and, if you're both poor, I'd just go ahead and do like cheap date ideas, like have them over to my house. This wouldn't apply to everyone, but do a live stream on my channel. Because
Yeah.
other than electricity and time, this right here is free. As long as you have the equipment to stream. Like, with animation, it's a lot of like upfront costs, but as long as you get the right software, it is you only have to pay once, as long as you don't do like the stupid all hell breaks loose Adobe Animate. And also I did a video about how Adobe products hate me. And it was a very popular video too on my channel. It was basically
Wow.
how I couldn't animate in middle school. I literally Wait, have you watched that video in it yet, Wilbur? You're literally in it. Not your voice, but like your character was in it.
No.
Like, when you went ahead and talked to my tech teacher about how I have a YouTube channel now, that was animation.
Oh, yeah.
I made a video about that, by the way.
Beautiful.
And now I have to dig through my own channel to find that video. But I like to dig through my channel more than digging through other channels, because I know what everything's called here on Rebellious Pastry. But yeah, so what would you do if you and your partner don't have any money and you guys have to think of a date idea? Or like, what would you guys do if you both were broke and you're dating? That's what I think this question kind of morphed into.
I was gonna make an OnlyFans joke, and then I realized that I shouldn't.
No. I thought you knew this. Alright, yeah. But I mean, as long as you make it with Patreon and not OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Because like, which as far as like OnlyFans versus Patreon goes, I'm gonna go with Patreon. Because OnlyFans has like a not channel appropriate connotation.
And OnlyFans have to pay for it.
But wait, with Patreon and OnlyFans, you don't have to like pay for it. It just takes out like they just take out a certain percentage off of your profit. So you don't. It's kind of like Teespring too. But oh yeah. I was dumb again. Nope. Nope. That was the sandwich story. Oh, how I sucked at animation. That's the one I was looking for. Maybe I don't know the title of my own videos. But, what is your serious answer for the what would you do if you're both broke?
Make money.
This is Rebellious Pastry.
Oh, already, I forgot to mute my own voice, but yeah. I would say, wait, so you guys would make money together? Just go ahead and, like, get the same job and make pizzas together? Or sandwiches together?
Yeah.
But, yeah, and get your manager all mad because you're spending too much time smooching and not enough time making your food. And get fired.
100%.
Yeah, but I mean, I think my idea was better. Was better. Like, doing free date ideas, because you can have, as long as you have, like, a place to live, you can have people over for free. As long as you,
True.
like, you're gonna be living there anyways, might as well have people over. Having each other over. Do you want to know something that would be priceless as long as you have enough to survive? A pillow fight. You could literally have a pillow fight with your partner if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It might cost something if you break something, but just have it in the backyard if you have a backyard, because there's almost nothing to break in the backyard.
Yeah.
So if you're broke and your partner's broke, just do something that don't require money. I feel like you would still get the same satisfaction without necessarily having to pay money. Which, oh yeah, I need to go ahead and look for that Powered by Rainbows video, aren't you? Okay, what would you do if one day your partner became famous? Without you.
I would not care.
You wouldn't care if your partner just all of a sudden became famous?
No.
No?
No. Because, like, they most likely do stuff that, for example, I don't like, and just, like, other way around. So, I mean, it's fair.
Yeah, but then again, becoming famous sure does take a lot of time away from you. Like, they'd go on tour, they'd go ahead and, if they're an animator, spend forever and a half in their animation station making videos?
Totally not trying to hint at yourself.
Yeah. One of the many reasons of why I'm single. I do make a lot of ace forever single jokes on here, like forever alone jokes.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, being alone and being lonely is two different things. Anyway, what would you do if you received a love letter? If someone, wait, I have a question for you, Brandimation. Is this a anonymous love letter, or do we actually know who it's from? Let's go ahead and do both ways. So, what would you do if you got a love letter and you knew who it was from? Then there's a what type of love letter it is, because it could be like the I love you. And then there's the I love you, like I want to be your platonic partner.
And then there's, like, the creepy stalker ones.
Yeah, so it depends on the letter, and it depends on if it's anonymous, but since Brandimation was not very specific, we can take this question however we wish.
Well, Brandimation said that it's anonymous.
Yeah, so anonymous love letter. I'd probably go ahead and I'd probably do a return to sender with my channel link. So I could somehow figure out who it is, hopefully. If they go ahead and decide to watch my channel and do streams or watch my streams and stuff. But if I were to get an anonymous love letter, I would not know what to do, because it's like, does this person know that I am an A-spec person? Does this person know I am an A-spec person? Because unless it's platonic, it's not going to go over very well.
That's true.
Yeah. So, what's your answer for this?
I just look at it, be like, hell no, and then forget about it for like a year.
Wait, so you would just forget about the love letter? But what happened if what would happen if this person is like a very like love limited demisexual who literally only has one crush in their entire life?
I'd still just forget about it.
Ouch. Ouch.
Like, not even on purpose either. Like, just my memory sucks.
Yeah. Unless, there's the, yeah. So, there's the 10 great gay date ideas from Powered by Rainbows. There's the packing guide. Everything you would ever need to know about dates. Go over to Powered by Rainbows. Even if you're not gay, maybe you can go ahead and take his advice with something straight. I don't know. Or like, yeah. Here's the top 10 great 2020 date ideas for anyone who wants date ideas from a demi-gay guy. Administered to you by a Aeroace. Hello, my sketchbook. Just so you know, this is a What Would You Do stream that is Valentine's Day themed. So if you have any Valentine's Day themed related What Would You Do questions, please go ahead and ask them and put a donut at the end so we know that you're talking to us. Anyway, so yeah. I'd probably I just would say return to sender and then put my channel link on there, because I don't know who they are and I just want more people. And if they're rude on my channel, then I can just kick them out. So yeah, I mean, yeah. What would you do if you met your partner online and then when you met them in person, they're just like drenching in sweat all the time. They're just like too sweaty of a person. What would you do if they were very sweaty?
I'd kindly tell them to shower, and then we'll see from there.
if they said they just showered, but yet they're like still managed to be drenched in sweat, like they're nervous as crap, like if they're like a nervous wreck.
I don't know.
Would you try to calm them down, or would you just dump them?
Yeah, I'd try to calm them down and like help them out, and see why they can't stop sweating.
If they're like legitimately scared of you like dumping them. Also, please don't mind the fact that I'm drinking a mango drink right now. I literally like just got home from doing some IRL obligation and I was thirsty. And I do not keep something else YT's advice of stay hydrated very well. I need to listen more to something else YT.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. Anyway, so, yeah. So, um, do you have any what would you do questions for Valentine's Day?
I had one earlier and then I forgot it.
Wow. Go ahead and write them down, why don't you?
I don't have paper.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
You have something called a computer or a phone, and you have something called a notepad. But yeah,
Hold on.
I digress.
I found my paper.
Alrighty, so, I literally wrote down a whole ton of, like, what would you do questions, or Valentine's Day themed what would you do questions when I was, somewhere else, and then I literally I literally forgot it in my, somewhere else.
Oh, I remember what mine was gonna be.
Alrighty.
What would you do if, like, your partner, like, it just gave you, like, a random thing, and you didn't like it, but you didn't know, like, how to say, like, that you don't like it? What would you do?
I'd just be straight up honest, because, if you're not honest, then your partner is gonna think, oh, they like it, and then get you more of it, and more of it, and more of it, and more of it.
Yeah.
If it's someone as close as your partner, be honest. If you can't be honest with them, then why are they your partner?
Yeah.
This isn't a Q&A. This isn't a Q&A, but yes, I do sometimes. But yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
My train of thought just crashed. It just crashed.
I don't remember.
It just crashed. But this is not a Q&A. This is a what would you do stream. Which I can't seem to remember the question.
Neither can I.
Alrighty, so, what would you, okay, this just made me think of another question. What would you do if you were dating somebody who was almost always forgetful? Like, they almost always forgot when the dates were.
So just basically dating another me?
Yeah, I guess so.
It wouldn't be too bad.
I would, so, because I have had friends who are forgetful as crap. Like, they will forget things. Which I'm probably gonna make a video about it, honestly. One of my good friends actually is very forgetful. All I do is spam his phone. All I would do is spam. If I had a very forgetful partner, I'd go ahead and just be like, remember, 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 remember. A day before, remember. I would tell them a week before, a day before, and an hour before. And hopefully they would come to whatever we're doing. But yeah, what would you do if your partner was very forgetful?
I'd make jokes about it, like how my dad makes jokes about me.
Yeah. Yeah, I would also go ahead and, yeah. I would also kind of, like, poke fun at them. Be like, I'd be like, if I had $1 for how many times I had to remind you of something, I'd be freaking rich.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to know what joke my dad made?
Sure thing.
It was like, oh yeah, we gotta work on your memory. Let's give you some memory pills. Hopefully you remember to take them.
now what I would probably say is I need to take you to the memory store to buy yourself a new memory.
That one's funnier, honestly.
You need to go to the memory store. But you'll probably forget to go there.
Yeah.
Making fun of people with bad memory on this show.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, let's face it. Sometimes we all are these, like, this airheadedness. Like, and behind the scenes for this show, I tend to go ahead and remind the living crap out of people when streams are. Let's just say that much. Anyway, so what would you do if you received sus or suspicious things on Valentine's Day? Alright, let's just go ahead and... Wait, Wilbur, where did you go? Anyway...
Hi, I'm still here.
Why? Did you mute?
Yeah.
If you're going to go ahead and mute, please at least warn me somewhat. But anyway, so what would you do if you got suspicious things? We're just gonna say non-channel appropriate things on Valentine's Day.
I'd laugh at it.
I'd probably take the not channel appropriate receipt and return it back to the not channel appropriate store.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then I'd probably buy something for the channel with it. With the refund. But yeah. Yeah, I would not put up with that, honestly. You would... Wait, would you keep it?
Yeah.
Which, this now makes me think of another what would you do question. What would you do if, for every holiday, your partner just gives you gag gifts? Such as, like, useless things that... They're basically, like, joke gifts. Like, I don't know, what would be a good joke gift that would be channel appropriate? But, like, someone could go ahead and get you a burrito blanket as a joke gift, but that wouldn't be much of a joke because you could still use it. Some people actually want burrito blankets. Like, what's another joke gift? Oh yeah, have you ever heard of, like, the gift of nothing? Just like, it's just like a container with air in it.
Oh yeah.
So, like, those type of joke gifts. What would you do if all that your partner gave you were joke gifts?
I'd be upset. Huh?
You'd be upset? I'd just laugh. Yeah. I'd laugh at the first few, and then I'd probably just give them a taste of their own medicine, and when they get annoyed, I'd be like, and this is how I feel when you do this to me. So, what would you do if the kiss cam at a sports game landed on you and your friend? No, wait, alright, let's go ahead and change the question a little bit and say, let's say that me and Wilbur were at a sporting event together somehow, and the kiss cam lands on me and Wilbur. What would you do if the kiss cam landed on me and you?
I'd do, like, the French thing. Like, when two friends go up to each other, they touch cheeks and do, like, the kiss sound.
I would probably be mortified. But what I'd probably, if I had any pastry merch, if I had any, like, pastry merch on me, I'd probably kiss that. I'd probably kiss my pastry merch before I'd kiss you. No offense.
No, that's really funny.
I would just go ahead and kiss my sweatshirt before I kissed you. If I happened to have a pride flag on me, I would just show the pride flag. If I somehow had a pride flag on me, like, let's say I had an asexual flag on me, I'd just, like... No, it would be... I'd have to have the aromantic flag on me, though. If I somehow had the aromantic flag on me, I'd just, like... just go ahead and, like, bring it up to my face. I'd be like, ha, I am aromantic. Ha ha. Then people would feel really bad for you. People would feel really bad for you because I literally just shot you down. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I'd do if I were to go ahead and have the kiss cam on me and my friend Wilbur. Jelly, you're still on the wrong game. Just so you know, Jelly. Jelly, just so you know that Never Have I Ever was last episode. Which, I accidentally said that was episode 16, but since I sometimes are very forgetful of, like, what number we're on, I accidentally said that was episode 16 when this is actually episode 16. So this is the real episode 16, and last episode was episode 15. But, wrong game, Jelly. But, so, do you have any other what would you do questions? Because I can think of more on the fly if you don't have any more.
Yeah, I don't have any.
What would you do, what would you do if your partner loved their creations more than you? What would you do? What would you do if your partner loved their creations more than you?
I wouldn't be, like, angry. I'd just be like, understandable.
Would you break up with them?
I'd give it a bit and then go from there.
Yeah. What I'd probably do in that scenario is ask them if they could add my character in whatever they're doing, because if you were to add my character onto whatever you're doing, then it would still show love. Also, apparently 1 p.m. on a Monday, apparently 1 p.m. MST is a bad time to stream. Because we're currently at 0 viewers, but I don't care.
Well, I mean, I'm on it, so...
Yeah. Anyway, so, my answer to what would I do if my partner cared more about their character than me, I'd go ahead and be like, fine, let's go ahead and just collab a lot, okay? Like, I understand the love for your characters, but you gotta love your partner, too, if you have one. Strong, yeah. If you would have one. What would you do if someone made you play Smash or Pass? What is Smash or Pass? Is it like some type of TikTok game?
Smash or Pass is like you take like people and or characters, and would you screw them or would you not?
Oh. That would be funny.
It's like Kiss, Marry, Kill.
That'd be funny. It'd be funny
You'd
if
like pass on all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be whoever. No, if my partner asked me to play that, they'd be very dumb. They'd be very dumb. Or they'd probably just see what I'd say. I'd be like, pass, 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 pass. pass.
Yeah.
And then when they show just a white blank screen, I'd be like, pass. And then my partner would probably look at me and be like, pastry. There isn't even anything on there. And it'd be dumb. What would you do if Taylor Swift asked you out on a date?
I'd reject her very quickly.
Why would you reject her very quickly?
I don't like her.
Let's see here. I'd go ahead and wait, is Taylor Swift not straight? I thought Taylor Swift was straight. But if Taylor Swift somehow asked me on a date, I'd probably say yes, because then it would probably make like some type of like celebrity like big headline or something. I'd date her. I'd go on the date, but I'd make it very clear that it's a platonic date. Like, I'd go ahead and go on a date with her, just make it very clear that I would not kiss her, and I would hug in platonic ways. So I'd basically try and turn it into a platonic date. And mind you guys, not all dates are romantic. Technically what a date is, with the denotation, or like basically like if you were to take all cultural references off of a date is basically just planning to do something with somebody else. That's basically what a date is. Society's just like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and call, we're gonna go ahead and call, just like, we're just gonna go ahead and, call anything that's a date romantic. So, technically, Wilbur, are you still on? Or did you take another break?
I'm still here.
Alrighty, so technically, every single episode, except for the ones where I'm alone, could technically be considered a date. Because a date just basically means you've set some time aside to go ahead and hang out with another person. So,
yeah.
And Branimation deleted off this question, but I remember it. Haha. What would you do if Selena Gomez asked you out on a date?
Same answer for the Taylor Swift one.
Yeah, that's probably why. What would you do if you were invited to a double date? It depends on who wait. That would not make any sense. We're both single. What would you do? What would you do if you were invited to a double date? Wait, so you're saying that I'm invited to a double date when I'm just dating it, when it's just me, myself, and I? I guess technically that would mean I'm the third wheel.
Yeah.
I think Branimation just forgot who he was talking to for a moment there.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were on a double date? Whoops, I guess I'm a third wheel.
Yep,
Which,
third wheel gang.
yeah. No, imagine if me and Wilbur just went back to yeah. Anyway, imagine if we both just like went on the date together and we're both just like third wheels.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, but then people would ship me and Wilbur, which would be wrong on so many different levels. Because technically it wouldn't, because the gap between me and them would make it wrong. Just so you guys know, they're younger than me. They are younger than me.
Not by much.
Yeah. it still would look very wrong right now anyway.
Yeah.
Shoot, now people are gonna start shipping us, Wilbur.
Oh, damn it.
Damn!
That's on you, not gonna lie.
That's on me. The only reason why...
Yeah.
Why? Oh, is it because we're on the What Would You Do Valentine's Day edition with each other?
No.
Is it because we spend so much time with each other on the channel and off the channel?
No. It was on you because of what you were talking about. For the answer.
Yeah, alrighty. Yeah, that's on me. Anyway, so, alrighty, so that's the question that Brandimation gave us. What would you do if you were on a double date? I think Brandimation kind of forgot who he was talking to there for a few seconds. I meant it like if you were single and you were invited anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much what we answered. We're both Pringle singles. Single Pringles. Do singles like Pringles?
Probably.
What would you do if your romantic partner is actually really addicted to video games but didn't tell you until you guys started dating and all they want to do is play video games instead of hanging out with you?
Oh, I'd play with them.
Same here, but it would kind of make for kind of a divide because I have so many channel responsibilities. Like, I like to go ahead and have my alone time making content. I also like talking to people. So yeah, What would you do? What would you do if your partner just kept on stealing your clothing and never returning it?
I'd steal them back, or I'd steal their clothes.
What happened if they have like the very lacy, dainty stuff? Like if you were dating a girl. If you were dating a very, very feminine girl.
Then I'd be like, help. As in like clothing wise.
Alrighty, yeah. Yeah. Which, then I'd ask, why are you stealing my clothing? Or actually, what I'd probably do in that scenario is pretty much give them a link to my merch store.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, the hoodie I mostly wear is the pastry merch one these days. It's literally falling apart because I wear it every day. It's literally falling apart because I literally wear it every single day. Pretty much.
Nice. Did you see the thing that I sent you?
Oh, did you send something to me?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't, check my email during, streams unless a fan's like, hey, I sent you something. I just find it very rude if I were to go ahead and check my, stuff during stream very much, because it's basically having, what would you do if you were offered, how many, can you guys, alrighty, so, I'm gonna actually make this one an official rule, but if you have numbers, please make sure you go ahead and add the commas in there, because I have no idea what that number is, and I'm not gonna spend my time counting and grouping zeros together. If you include numbers, please go ahead and do it.
There are 19 zeros in that, by the way.
Alrighty, what number is that?
I'm searching it up.
Okay, but I honestly expect my fans to go ahead and put commas in their numbers, or just spell it out, like billion, trillion, whatever that number is. Alright, let's go ahead and save time and by saying, what would you do if you were offered a ton of money to kiss a random person? Hello, sweater weather. I would go ahead and kiss them. I'd just kiss them just for the money. I'd make it very clear it's just for the money. I'd just be like, bye now. I'm taking my check now. Bye. And I'd just go ahead and do it on the cheek because the cheek has no romance to it.
Yeah.
I'd kiss him on the cheek and then take the money. What would you do?
I wouldn't do it.
I would. Cause that's a lot of money. If I could be good and never have to go ahead and do anything to actually make me money ever again, that'd be good. If I never had to make money again, that'd be good. Which, yeah. Here's the thing. I like my job. I'm not gonna say where because of, like, I don't want to spoil anything. I like my job, but if I could choose doing the channel or doing my job, and I still get the same stuff out of it either way, I'm choosing my channel. But, yeah, let's see here. What would you do if your partner was a surfer and they got their right arm chomped off by a shark? What would you do if you were dating somebody who surfed in and got their arm chomped off by a shark?
I'd take them to the hospital.
Yeah. And then I'd probably help them carry stuff for the rest of their life.
Yeah. I'd do that too, and then I'd also be very disappointed in them.
Yeah, but accidents happen.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, is that sharks are not likely to do that.
Hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, millions. Alrighty. What would you do if Cardi B offered $1,267,389 to kiss her?
Hell no.
I'd do it.
Hell no.
It'd be a good way to get famous and also have a ton of money. Why are you saying no to these things? Like Cardi B. If you were to kiss Cardi B, then you'd be hella famous.
I just don't like these people.
I don't like them either, but I'd be willing to go ahead and kiss them for the money.
I would not. I'd have to actually like the person in order to do that.
It's for the money. I know that sounds very gold diggerish of me, but hey, you asked me these questions.
Wait. From Sweater Weather, they said, what would you do if you wake up in a white van?
I'd wonder how Alrighty, so this question is getting kind of on the fence between just go ahead and Wilbur, just for like this question, just make it not be channel appropriate. But what would you do? I'd wonder how I got there. That's all I would have to say.
I'd wonder if there's anything there.
I would wonder how I got there.
I wouldn't care, honestly.
You wouldn't care if you woke up in a white van?
No. That's probably fun.
But you don't know who took you to the white van or what even happened in some cases.
Exactly. That's why it's fun.
I would be scared for my life. Just saying.
Then it's like turning into like a mystery thing.
Yeah. I wouldn't like it very much. What would you do? What would you do if your room was robbed? This isn't very Valentine's Day-y, but I'll answer it anyways. What would you do if your... Oh, wait. I'm gonna make it Valentine's Day-y by saying, what would you do if your partner robbed your room? What would you do if your partner robbed your room?
I just robbed them back.
So what I'd probably do is first go ahead and make a YouTube short with my phone explaining how I can't currently make content right now because my partner stole my phone. And then I'd probably go ahead and, once I got my equipment back, I would go ahead and do a stream of me yelling the crap out of my partner and breaking up with them because they stole my equipment. So, yeah, I'd probably go ahead and, I'd probably just be like, hey, you stole my equipment. Now I'm going to yell at you in front of my 374 subscribers for stealing my stuff.
Just get like your subscribers to team up with you.
Yeah. The partner would probably not get any respect for a while.
Yeah.
And if the partner started crying, my fans would be like, you stole their equipment. And this is what you get for stealing their equipment. Because, before I did like the formal audio game. Yeah, just so you know, Sweater Weather, I have like a light swear rule. We can swear, but not too much. We pretty much have like the light swearing rule. But, I mean, yeah. What would you do if you ended up dating a sailor mouth?
So just dating me?
Oh, are you a sailor mouth?
Yeah.
You're not a sailor mouth around me.
I try so hard.
Or my fan base.
Again, I say, I try so hard. But
You can swear on my channel as long as it's not every other word. What do you think this is? Do you think this channel is for Barney fans?
wait, what?
Wait, oh.
For Barney fans? Yes, sure.
Wait, or am I aging myself here? Am I aging myself here by saying Barney?
I liked Barney as a kid, honestly. That was fun. Oh.
Am I seriously aging myself by saying Barney?
No.
Because that's like a really old show.
It's still popular.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
I guess people can be into whatever they want to be, I guess. If they like pinkish purplish dinosaurs singing about friendship, go ahead. Watch Barney.
yeah.
I honestly
Fun
feel
fact. Oh,
yeah.
okay, never mind.
I honestly feel like I tend to be like I kind of have like some Barney-ish like qualities, but I'm not like this purple creepy dinosaur. I think I kind of act like Barney. In the fact that I'm nice to everyone. Great, now I have the Barney song stuck in my head. Anyway, continue with what you were saying.
Fun fact, people have hypothesized that Barney is based off of a literal murder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What would you do?
Same with the Muffin Man.
What would you do if you found out that you were dating a what would you do if people found out that you were dating a TV show personality?
Huh?
What would you do if um what would you do if people found out if you were dating a TV show personality and people found out?
Dating a
let's
personality?
let's say that let's say that you were secretly dating Jojo Siwa and then people found out about it.
I wouldn't care.
My fans are spazzing out because I said crap. Let's see here. I've said worse things on this channel. But honestly, yeah, so what would you do if you were dating JoJo Siwa in secret and then everyone started finding out about it and ended up being like, "Oh, you date JoJo Siwa?"
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I'd just be
unless unless that's all that was the talk.
Yeah, just like every time someone sees you, it's just like, "Oh, you're dating JoJo Siwa. How is it?"
Yeah.
Why? What the heck is up with my chat? My chat isn't. What would you do? What would you do if? What would you do if your partner was a YouTuber? What would you do if you ended up dating a younger version of Logan Paul and you didn't know it? Like a YouTuber that is hella famous that has the same fan practices as Logan Paul.
What's fan practices?
Alright, so like how, I guess a better way to word this is like fan treatment. Because, because like, you know how I'm very nice and polite to my fans?
Yeah.
Logan Paul ain't like that. Logan Paul have literally scammed his fans.
He is a bitch.
But what would you... alrighty. Anyway, so, what would you do if you found out you were dating a younger version of Logan Paul?
I'd break up immediately.
You want to know what I'd do? I'd go to my channel, and I would go to my channel and stream it. I'd stream it. I'd be like... What is my chat? Oh, okay. Oh, man. Someone's getting upset. Just so you guys know, for, future... Wait, why are you doing so many background noises?
Oh, sorry.
Ouch. Alrighty, anyway, oh man, yeah, so for my Logan Paul, answer, I would go ahead and stream breaking up with a Logan Paul, or a person like Logan Paul my age. I'd stream it too.
Bro, I'd post that on my TikTok.
I'd stream it. I'd be like, hey, do you want to go ahead and do a stream with me? You know what? You've been very horrible with your fans, and I do not appreciate people who terrorize the living crap out of their fans. I do not support anyone that I just chew them out on stream. And this is why I don't date. or who am I what am I saying here? I'm basically using my channel as an excuse for my aromantic but not to date.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm doing.
In chat, Sweaterweather said, Pastry, Lady Gaga told me to tell you good luck with your stream.
There's no way they actually called Lady Gaga.
I can make up that they didn't.
Yeah, I think that they didn't. I literally would have to get a message in my fan mail from Lady Gaga herself, a voice message from Lady Gaga herself before I would believe it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if Lady Gaga were to, send me a video, a voice message right now, I'd be shocked. Okay, I'm going to be checking my email. Anyway, so what would you do? So, what would you do if you just found out that your partner won the jackpot?
I don't know.
If you just found out that your partner won the jackpot, how would you treat them?
I'd treat them the same.
You would treat them the same? Yeah, I'd probably, Beyonce, no, you're lying. Beyonce is coming. I'm just gonna let them believe what they believe.
Yeah.
That's just the easiest way to go ahead and, come across with these things. But yeah, I mean, I have a very weird fan base, but I like my weird fan base. Mm-hmm. Because they're weird fan base. What would you do? What would you do if you dated the weirdest YouTuber on the planet?
So you?
I'm willing to bet that there's YouTubers that are weirder than me out there.
Let me use Google. Hold up. I found a website and it's like a news thing. No, not a news thing. It's like a rank thing, and it's like the weirdest YouTube channels you should be watching. And then the first one is "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared."
Okay.
And I just want to point out the fact that it's all puppets.
Wait, so you would be dating a puppet?
Depends which one.
All right. My answer to the whole what would you do if you were dating the weirdest YouTuber on the platform? I was going to say that that'd be kind of hard because one can't go ahead and date themselves. But since you've already said that you think I'm the weirdest YouTuber on the platform, I'm gonna have to think of a different answer. What would you do if you dated a younger version of the Odd Ones Out? Wait a minute. I just asked the same question twice in a row, and according to you. Since I'm kind of like the younger version of the Odd Ones Out, honestly. With how I am. But yeah. I don't draw like the Odd Ones Out. I don't act like the Odd Ones Out. Ish. Other than being a storytime animator, whack job. Um, um, hmm, hmm. What would you do if What would you do if your partner was dumb enough to lock themselves inside their house? What
I
would you
think I've
do?
done that before.
What, you locked yourself in your own house?
Pretty sure.
Also, chat, please stop spamming. Please stop spamming, chat. I do not appreciate you spamming emotes. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. So you'd be dating yourself again.
Yeah.
I'd probably be like, how did you manage to lock yourself in your own house? How did you manage that?
Mm.
How did you manage that? How did you manage that? I'd be questioning for I'd be questioning my partner's sanity at that point. I've locked myself out of my house before, not the one I'm currently at, but another house. I've locked myself out. I've locked myself out of vacation house before. Or I managed to somehow do that when I was taking my dog out on a walk. But yeah, I mean, what would you do if, wait, do you have any ideas for what would you do questions?
No.
What would you do if your partner was trans? And they
I'd
just
give them
came
my
out to
full
you.
support.
Same here.
Support all the way.
Same here. Because I'm platonic. I guess I'm technically platonically attracted to anyone, but I have a masculine preference. But what would you do if you ended up dating somebody and they spent like 5 hours in the bathroom putting on their makeup before a date? Putting on their makeup before a date?
I'd break up. I hate those types of people.
Same here.
They piss me off.
Yeah. When one day I get a roommate, hopefully that roommate will not do that to me.
Imagine if my brother.
I'd probably knock down the door by that point.
Why?
Because if I needed to go, then I would go ahead and knock down the door, or I'd probably go to the restaurant next door to my apartment or house. That restaurant would probably know my name at that point. Hey, Pastry, is your partner being a bathroom hog again? But yeah, I mean, yeah. What would you do if you saw your partner cheating on you?
What?
What would you do if you saw your partner cheating on you?
I'd break up.
You'd break up?
And I'd study the person they're cheating with.
Yeah. I'd probably just break up with them and end up doing what Powered by Rainbows did. I'd probably would go ahead and do what Powered by Rainbows did, which was destroy the ex's teddy bear on stream. Or not on stream, on his channel. What would you do if your partner took your shampoo and then just left and got free shampoo? What would you do if someone stole your... If your partner stole your shampoo, then broke up with you?
I'd track them down.
You track them down for the shampoo.
Yeah.
I just get new shampoo at that point.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just gonna track somebody down for shampoo. What do you think this is?
I mean, huh?
What do you think this is? If you track somebody for something simple as shampoo. But yeah, so, what would you do if you were dating somebody and then they decided to go ahead and just randomly one day do the ice bucket challenge? And have you be the person who has the ice dumped on them?
I'd just have it happen and then just sit there pissed.
You'd be pissed? You'd be upset?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd probably just be like, haha, that's so funny. And then next weekend do that to them.
Yeah.
This is not a part of the game, but Jelly Abigail just asked if bald people use shampoo. Well, what would you do if your partner just all of a sudden one day decided that, oh, I want to just ask random questions that are silly?
I wouldn't answer honestly. I'd give them funny answers in return.
Yeah. Like if someone were to ask you, what does blue taste like? I've literally asked somebody, what does blue taste like before? Because
What?
I've literally asked somebody, what does blue taste like? Because I wanted to hear an answer. Because some people would say blue raspberry, others would say blueberry. Some might say water. You don't know what people would go. You don't know what they would go ahead and say. Yeah. So what would you do if when you decided to go ahead and go to your partner's house for the first time, they just decide to go ahead and they decide to show you around, but everything they own is one color. Let's say everything they own is orange. Let's say they have an orange house with orange food, with an orange refrigerator, with an orange floor, with an orange ceiling, with orange walls, and you had no idea that this person was literally is literally insane, but you didn't know it. So like this person was crazy about the color orange, and they had like everything in their house was orange.
I would like break up. I don't like that.
You wouldn't like orange?
No, that's not what I mean. Like I don't like having just one color.
I have a question. Have you ever been to my animation studio before?
No.
Oh, yeah. Let's just say that so my walls and my curtains are a similar color, and then I have posters all around it. And yeah. I have my desk, and just so you know, my animation station is my bedroom, but it'd be so weird if I were to be like, Wilbur, have you ever been in my bedroom before? And that's why I call my animation studio either my animation studio or my animation station. Because if I were to, like, yes, my bed is in, what I would probably like to say is my bed is in my studio. Not my studio's in my bedroom. Because
Yeah.
because people like people tend to assume things about bedrooms, but not about studios. But yeah, what would you do if your partner spent more time in their studio than they did with you?
I don't know.
Would you end up like walking in on their hey pastry, can you be a VTuber? I don't have the equipment for it yet. When I eventually get like once I eventually get like a house where I can go ahead and have my office just or my animation station can just be my animation station, then sure. But due to how much that stuff costs, and due to how much that stuff costs, and due to the space I have in my station currently, I cannot become a VTuber yet. Because like before I become a VTuber, I'd need to go ahead and I'd need to go ahead and get a whole lot of equipment upgrades. Um so Wilbur, what would you do if your partner decides one day they're gonna make fun of what you do? Make fun of your job slash your IRL obligation.
What?
What would you do if your partner decides to make fun of what you like he like the thing that you spend most of your time on?
Oh no, that was a while ago. First of all, second of all, I don't know.
I would so have you seen like the videos of where the girlfriend asks if do you choose your dog or do you choose me? And then
I have not seen those.
the dude ends up saying the dog.
So fun.
So
Excuse me.
so there's I forgot where this video is, but I've basically have seen this video where there's this like there's this like listing on Craigslist basically and people would think that they're talking about the dog, but they're talking about the girlfriend in the end. Like, and it's kind of funny because it's like yeah. So, um since we're getting bored with the themed what would you do questions, want to do regular what would you do questions?
Yeah. Also, my dad walked in like in the middle of you talking, and he told me to tell you that he says hi.
Oh. Yeah. Say hi from Rebellious Pastry.
Okay.
Ah, but yeah. His or her whoops, their dad knows me, so that's why.
Do you remember last time you walked in?
Wilbur, did you do your homework?
This is so fun. That was so funny.
Why is it so funny? Wait, what would you do if your partner if you're older when you're older you're dating this person and then you realize that the person still lives in their mom or still lives with their parents. Let's say you're in your 30s and you find out your partner still lives with their parents.
I don't know.
I'd be like, I'm not gonna be marrying you because if you're living with your parents, then it don't mean that you can support yourself. Honestly, like
True.
When I say, when I say, as far as like platonic relationships go, I would have to say, if people ask me if if height matters or if money matters, my answer for the height is they must be taller than me so they can reach the top shelf of things because I'm very short.
Wait, how tall are you?
5'2", 5 feet 2 inches and a half.
Oh, then we're like the same height.
Yeah, it makes things very difficult.
Yeah.
What would you do if you and a sus what would you do if you and a sussy red imposter um trapped you and was trying to kiss you in a basement and they say sussy baka. So basically like a Among Us red character, like the red Among Us character traps you in the basement and tries to kiss you. Um, I'd probably say, I'd probably have pastry or like my character do it and be like, haha, that wasn't actually me, that's my character. You could do that too because you're technically a character in the pastryverse. You're technically one of my characters. Technically, you're one of my characters. So yeah. Um. What would you do if your partner was more feminine than you?
I wouldn't mind.
I'd probably be like, fine. I'd be like, looks like I'm the dominant one. Which I can see in my future. With my platonic relationship, I'm probably gonna end up being the dominant one. Oh man. I'm like the opposite of Powered by Rainbows in that way. Yeah. Which the Powered by Rainbows has another Q and gay. Which makes me think I should do another Q&A. But this you could just out psycho the psycho. Yeah, that works too. So what would you do if alright, let's go ahead and just branch out into normal what would you do questions since we seem to be getting bored with the theme.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What would you do if you were stranded on an island with only the device that you are currently on the stream with and you have Wi-Fi?
I'd call someone.
Well, I couldn't call anyone. Wait, actually I could. Here's the thing. You're on a small cell phone and then I am on this I'm just on this like big chunky computer. Want me to send you a picture of how big this computer is real quick?
Yeah.
After I go ahead and figure out how my camera works on my new phone.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm literally sending you a picture of my very messy animation station. Which, what would you do if you ended up dating your partner for a little bit and then you walk into their house and you figure out they're a total slob?
As in what? Like,
Like, they're messy. They're a messy person.
So just another me? Stop describing me.
I'm not meaning to describe you. I'm more of describing myself. Jesus.
I guess we're the same, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, just so you know, I've seen that before. I finally got your message. Yeah, so, what would you do? What would you do if, what would you do if you literally had the memory of an elephant, but you stuttered every time you talked? Also, for this next question, have you ever watched Enchanto?
Yeah.
What would you do if Bruno asked you out on a date?
I'd agree.
We don't talk about Bruno. No.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Bruno.
I've watched that movie like 3 times just by accident.
Oh, I still need to see it, but I'm too busy making things. Whenever there's a new movie coming out, I'm like, people are like, "Hey, Pastry, have you watched it?" I'm like, you literally forget I make cartoons on the internet with most of my time. most of the people who are relevant in my life know I do this. But sometimes they still ask me because they're like, "You could have watched it." With no, I'm like, I'm animating currently. Haha. Yeah. Animation definitely takes up a lot of time. If you don't like things that take up a lot of time, animation is definitely not for you. What would you do what would you do if you were stuck in the Rebellious Pastry universe?
I wouldn't care, honestly.
It honestly would just be your real life, but with my friends instead of yours.
Yeah.
You and your brother would go ahead and be stuck in the Pastryverse together, I have a feeling.
Oh God.
You and Daniel would probably still be living in the same house, though.
No.
Whatever. Hey, Pastry, whatever happened to your character from Rebellious Preview? We don't talk about that video. We don't talk about that video. Also, this is not a Q&A. What would you do if your partner has a constant habit of losing things?
So, just again, me.
That's me as well.
Wait, I forgot what the question was.
What would you do? What would you do if your partner constantly loses things?
Oh, I'd help them find stuff.
Yeah. So for me, I just tell them to go ahead and look for something else, and as you look for that something else, you'll find the original thing you were looking for.
That's true.
Because you'll find it as soon as you're looking for something else. And and also you will find it as soon as you don't need it anymore. Those are like the two most common things that Dump them before they lose you next.
Yep.
Oh, man. But, yeah. So. Do you have any general what would you do questions?
What would you do if your mom just randomly walked in while in the middle of a video yet again?
I would do it. All right. I have told her multiple times to go ahead and just text me when dinner's ready. Which I sometimes check my phone so I don't have. Oh man. Alrighty. Looks like we're gonna have to end this stream soon. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, let's go ahead and do ending announcements before she comes up here. You are a psychic. Alrighty, so what is our closing announcements for today?
I don't know.
Alrighty, so for me, it's gonna be like, please go ahead and check out my Valentine's Day art collage, and please go ahead and check out my newest channel, my collaboration channel for a project I'm gonna be working on, or I'm currently working on, because let's face it, I'm probably gonna ask you to subscribe to that channel more than I ask you to go ahead and subscribe to this one, because I literally have a sarcastic outro for like the please do all the things that other people ask me to do. But yeah, so it is called Animate the Invisible, which hopefully one day I'm gonna also have Wilbur be working on it. But please go ahead and check out animation. It's basically like people with invisible disabilities anonymously telling their stories through a confidential character set that I'm literally gonna be the only one that sees your script is from you. So, yeah. Anyway, please go ahead and check out Animate the Invisible. I'm probably gonna end up saying that for the entirety of rest of this channel, and until Animate the Invisible gets more subs than this channel, I'm gonna say please subscribe to Animate the Invisible, since it's a project I'm working on, and the let's face it, the subs on that channel are gonna be gonna count more towards more things than this one, because I actually have to measure growth on that channel versus this one, because it's a project, and this one's just like I'll do it on my free time. And yeah, and you have no closing announcements, right?
Yeah.
Do you have an outro?
No.
You still
Should
don't have
I?
it. You should. You're on Rebellious Pastry